Today we're diving into a topic that's becoming more and more essential, emotional resilience.
Right, especially in a world that feels like it's always on fast forward. Emotional resilience isn't just about staying strong, it's about bouncing back.
Exactly. It's like emotional shock absorbers. You don't stop the bumps, but you handle them better.
And Lifehack's article frames it nicely. It's not about avoiding stress, but adapting to it with intention.
So let's start from the core. What is emotional resilience to you?
For me, it's the ability to stay grounded when things go off script. Life throws curveballs, but you stay in the game.
That's a good way to put it. And it's not about being emotionless, right?
Totally. It's feeling everything, but still choosing your response instead of reacting on autopilot.
One thing the article mentions is mindset, especially having a growth mindset. That stood out to me.
Yeah, believing you can improve your emotional strength changes how you handle tough situations.
Like the difference between I can't do this and I can't do this yet.
Exactly. That small shift changes your inner narrative. It adds flexibility to how you cope.
And resilience isn't just for big tragedies. It helps in daily micro stresses too.
Like traffic, tech glitches, or even passive-aggressive emails.
Oh yes. Especially emails, those silent daggers.
One strategy that really resonated with me was about reframing, changing your perspective on adversity.
That's a powerful tool. It's like swapping the lens you're looking through.
Yeah, instead of, this is the worst, asking, what can I learn from this?
And it's not just optimistic fluff, it's actually rewiring how your brain responds to stress.
That's neuroplasticity in action, right? The brain adapting through repeated thought patterns.
Right? It's literally training your mind to be more resilient.
Speaking of training, routines play a big role too.
The article brings up the importance of daily habits, things like sleep, movement, nutrition.
Because resilience isn't just mental, it's physiological too.
Exactly. When you're sleep deprived and jittery on coffee, emotions run wild.
Been there. Emotional resilience plummets when your body's in survival mode.
That's why self-care isn't a luxury, it's a foundation.
Agreed. And mindfulness also came up in the article, like practicing presence.
Mindfulness always sounds like a buzzword, but it's so practical.
Right? Just pausing to breathe in traffic can shift your whole mood.
Or noticing how you talk to yourself when things go wrong.
Self-talk is huge. The inner critic can either crush or coach you.
And being aware of it is the first step. No change happens without awareness.
The article also touches on gratitude. It's simple, but it's effective.
Yeah, keeping a gratitude journal sounds cheesy, but it rewires your focus.
It's like a highlight reel for your brain, reminding it that good things still exist.
I've started noting 3 small wins each day. It shifts my mindset gradually.
That's great. Even if the day's a mess, you can usually find something that went right.
Exactly. Even if it's just I drank water or I didn't yell at my phone.
Those count. Another key part is support systems, having people you trust.
Resilience doesn't mean doing it all alone. We're wired for connection.
Definitely. A quick vent with a friend can be better than hours of overthinking.
And asking for help is a strength, not a weakness.
That's a mindset shift people often struggle with.
Especially in cultures that glorify independence and toughness.
Right, but emotional toughness isn't about suppressing. It's about staying soft without falling apart.
That's beautifully said. Like being a willow tree instead of a brick wall.
Yeah, flexibility is underrated. The strongest structures bend in storms.
I liked how the article talked about purpose too, how it fuels resilience.
When you have a why, you can get through a lot of how.
Viktor Frankl would agree. Meaning gives pain a place.
That's deep, but true. Even small purposes, like caring for a pet, can give strength.
Or pursuing a hobby that gives you joy. That counts too.
It's like building emotional savings. You deposit joy so you have strength in crisis.
I love that metaphor. And speaking of savings, boundaries help protect your energy bank.
Yes, boundaries aren't walls, they're gates with locks. You choose what gets in.
Saying no is a complete sentence, and a powerful one for resilience.
Absolutely. Overcommitment is a hidden energy drain.
And burnout is the enemy of resilience. You can't bounce if you're already flat.
So true. Prevention is better than repair.
Let's talk setbacks. The article says to expect them. Why do you think that matters?
Because when setbacks are expected, they're less threatening.
Yeah, they become part of the journey instead of signs of failure.
Like plot twists in a story, not the end of the book.
That's a comforting way to think of it. You're still the author.
And the story doesn't need to be perfect to be powerful.
One last point that hit home for me. Progress isn't linear.
Absolutely. Emotional resilience grows in spirals, not straight lines.
Some days you'll slip, but that doesn't erase the growth,
The key is to show up again, even if it's messy.
especially when it's messy. That's when resilience shows its true form.
I think that's a great place to wrap. Resilience isn't about being unshakable. It's about being real, adaptable, and persistent.
So here's something to think about. What small practice can you start today to build emotional resilience?
Whether it's a breath, a journal, or just saying no, it all counts.
And we'll see you next time, more grounded, more aware, and hopefully a little more